Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Shaza and my partner Chuna will be reviewing a video about Rohn's speech. This video is a motivational speech titled How to Get Whatever You Want by Rohn. Rohn emphasizes the power of asking, goal setting, and belief as the key components of success. Their delivery includes personal anecdotes, practical tips, and a direct call to action aimed at motivating the audience to take immediate steps towards self-improvement. The purpose of the speech is to encourage the audience to actively pursue their goals by mastering the art of asking, being specific about what they want, and believing in the possibility of success. It combines practical advice with emotional motivations, intending to inspire actions and personal growth. So, there are a few nonverbal aspects in this video. I will explain about two aspects, which are appearances and gestures. Meanwhile, my partner will explain about the other two nonverbal aspects. First, we have appearance. The speaker wears a plain shirt with no distracting designs, ensuring the focus remains on the message. His appearance is well groomed with neat and tidy hair, which helps give trust with the audience. However, the unbuttoned blazer slightly reduces the formal and polished appearance. Second, we have gestures. As the speaker explains his point, he used hand gestures to show signs like carrying a small teaspoon and a vase of drinks. This makes the example clearer and more relatable. When saying strong words like us or just try it, his energetic hand movement reflects his confidence and motivate the audience to take actions. The gestures are in sync with the speech, including pointing, open palms, and two hand gestures to highlight key ideas. This movement keeps the talk dynamic, making it more interesting and helping the audience to remember the key point. However, there are some weaknesses, like certain gestures are repetitive, like frequently using the same pointing motions, and at times there is overemphasis, such as using wide arm movements when saying receiving is like the oceans, which would seem exaggerating to some viewers.
Hi, I am Naklima Husna, aka Chuna. I will move on to another nonverbal aspect, which is facial expressions. One thing that stood out to me about Rohn was his facial expressions. We often forget how powerful nonverbal communication can be. Sometimes a smile or frown says more than words. As they say, it's amazing how much you can say with your face without ever uttering a word. Rohn's expressions usually add meaning to his words and keep things engaging. For example, when he say no, no, no after you step up to the window and it was all gone, his expressions and tone perfectly matched the disappointment of the situation. However, I noticed that during his three key points, which is asking is the beginning of receiving is not the problem, and receiving is like the ocean, his expression stays quite neutral, which might make it harder for some people to emotionally connect with the message. But still, I don't think it affects delivery. His style is still engaging, and even if his expressions are not always perfect, they add a unique charm to his speech. Next, eye contact. Rohn is great with eye contact. He consistently maintains steady eye contact with his audience, never looking down or looking away. Furthermore, eye contact plays a big role in nonverbal communication. For example, when we are interested, we blink more and our pupil dilate. People also use eye contact to judge honesty. Steady eye contact usually signals trustworthiness. Lastly, Rohn's strong eye contact throughout his talk gives off confidence and sincerity. It may seem small, but it really strengthens how his message is received by the audience. Finally, for the conclusion, Rohn delivers a powerful and motivational speech with clear structure and inspiring content. His nonverbal communication generally supports his message, but there is room for improvement. For example, repetitive gestures can be distracting, and neutral facial expressions during serious points may lessen emotional impact. So that his hand gesture could be more varied to maintain visual interest and enhancing facial expression. From that, he can strengthen audience engagement and make his message even more impactful.